Good morning. In this lecture, we are going to discuss various operators, set membership operators in MySQL, such as like, exist, not exist, in, not in, some, any, all. Say, if we want to check for like, so see to the query, select all customers with city starting with letter S. Here we are supposed to write a query with where city like within quotes put S followed by a percentage symbol. So this means that a city name starts with S followed by a percentage symbol is going to be listed for those conditions. The customer details will be listed. Same way, you can check with city name ends with the letter S. By putting the percentage symbol in the beginning and S at the end, this means that the city name ends with the letter S. We can also check with the pattern that starts and ends. In between, we can specify some patterns like land, wonderland, or between some words I want a land. In that case, the condition can be select star from customer where country like this. And also I can specify not like. I don't want this to be happening, this pattern, a particular pattern to be in my content, text. In that case, I can also specify not like within a percentage symbol, I can specify this one. We'll see an example so that we'll have a better idea, right? So in my student info table, I have got Vikas, Sita, Ram, Hari, and Hema, right? So here I just want to check S name like H. So I want to have a name starts with H. In that case, I will have two Hari and one Hema. Same way, I just want to know name with ends with I. In that case, I will get two Haris only. I want a name which consists of A in between or A somewhere, A to be occurrence of A to be in their name at any position. In that case, I will get all the names because every name has occurrence of A somewhere, right? And same way, not like means every name has an A, so I will get an empty set, right? There is one more pattern called underscore. This underscore, not hyphen, underscore. Underscore, here you can leave a blank. This blank can be filled with any letters. There is a possibility of filling with A to Z. In that case, name like underscore AM means it can be Ram, Sam, Dam, anything, right? So in my database, it is Ram, so it is listed. And there is also facility to provide a range, but it is not working in. Next, we are going to discuss related to in operator, right? Previously, we know that we can check the condition using where operator, where any attribute is equivalent to this, or we'll use any relational operator here, right? Say, in that case, we are checking for a condition, whether it is less than, greater than, or equal to, or we just want to check the condition, right? There are some possibility that you may be having two or more attributes to be compared. In that case, we can use in operator. So select star from student info where S name in. I just want to check for the values whether it is Hari, Hema or something else. I can put a list of names in which if any of this is available in this, get the details, right? In that case, I can use in. When I want to just check a single value, I'll use equal to, right? When I'll be having more than one values, if I want to check those values, then I can go for in operator. So the in is used to check values which helps to check multiple values, right? Then we'll see an example. Here, between, there is one more operator called between, which explains, so this is between operator. So when we want to check between the range, I want to check whether subject 1 between students details, subject 1 between 50 to 80. So everyone is residing in that range. So I'm getting all. Same way I can go for an average as alias operator called as. So here I want to find the average of everyone, individual, right? So average in the sense subject 1, subject 2, subject 3 divided by 3, right? So if that is the case, I want the name of the attribute to be average. So spelling is wrong, leave it. So select S name, roll number, then I want to find the average. So subject 1, subject 2, subject 3 divided by 3 as average. So I am naming that as an average. So this is alias as average from student info. So from this table I am calculating this average and I am displaying it on the screen. So on the screen I will be having S name, roll number, average. This is another way, right? And there is one more, this one called subquery, in which you can get the details of inner query output. We'll get the output of inner query and we'll use that query for that output as an input for the second query, right? So the inner query I'm going to use is the maximum of all the three, that is maximum of the average. I want to find the average. Out of this average, 73 is the maximum, right? So I want to find the maximum and I'll use that as an input. See, so maximum of all these things is 85, sorry. Maximum of all the subjects average is 85. I just want to check whether how many of them are below that. How many subjects in subject 1 are below 85. Everyone is less than 85, right? So my question is, I'm writing an inner query as select max of all the averages from subject student info. I'm using this input and I want to check. I want to get the details of select S name, roll number from student info where subject 1 less than the maximum of the average. I know that all the students are less than this, so I'll get the names of every individual, right? Same way I can check for greater than, less than, everything. So I'm using that, right? And there is two more operators called any, all. So using this operator, any means whatever, so I will be getting the multiple rows as an output here, right? So if any of the condition is true, then I will get it. That is any. If I'll get, say this is an input, for that input if any of the condition is satisfied with the output, that will be displayed. Whereas all means whatever I am getting it as an input has to be satisfied with the outer query, right? So here max is what? 83, right? I am checking that any, right? Select S name, roll number from student info where sub 3 less than or equal to subject 3 subject 3 less than or equal to the maximum. Maximum I already mentioned that it is 83, right? Everyone is less than 83. So as the condition is satisfied, I'll get all the outputs. Even if it is not satisfied, that is, sorry, any means if it is multiple values, here I am having single value, max is a single value, so I am getting it as a this condition. If the output of this query is multiple values, then if any of this condition is satisfied, then I'll get that output. All means all the things has to be satisfied, then I'll get the output, right? Am I clear? Yes, let me make it more clear that any and all operator, right? In any operator, what I am doing here is I have a subquery, select subject to from student info. So I am having all the marks of subject to of all the students, right? So I'll have maximum 6 entries here, right? And I am checking subject 3 here. So each and every entry of subject 3 is checked whether it is greater than or equal to from this list. If it is so, if any of this is okay, I will get the output, right? Whereas all means if all the entries in subject 3 should be greater than all the entries of subject 2, then only I will get it. I'll take one value here, check it with all the entries in the outer query. If it is okay, then I'll put it. If any of this is okay, then I'll submit it. That's why subject 3, please refer the marks of subject 3 and subject 2. Subject 2 is having 54, 64, 46, 49, 49. Subject 3 is having 67, 77, 87, 81, 81. If that is the case, I am checking that subject 3, 67, 77, 87, 81, 81 is greater than or equal to any of this 54, 64, 46, 49, 49. If that is the case, everything is greater than that. So I am getting the list. Whereas all means I need to check, take the value, check it with all the entries. So subject 2's entry, take 54, check with 67, 57, 77, 87, 81, 81. Yes, it is greater than. No. I need to take this greater than or equal to. Subject 3 is greater than or equal to. 67 is greater than 54, 64, this. Same way I need to take this inner query, check it with all details. If that is the case, Vikas and Sita is not getting printed. Vikas and Sita, subject 2 and subject 3 is not getting printed. Why? Because is subject 2 is not greater than or equal to. Subject 3 should be greater than or equal to all these values. Subject 3, take subject 3, this should be greater than or equal to all the values. Yes, this is true, this is true, this is true. For all the cases, it is true. Right? Wait a minute, I am having this. Any means the condition will be satisfied if the operation is true for any of the values. All means the condition will be satisfied only if operation is true for all the values in the range. All the values in that range. Is that okay? Okay. You just listen, revise all these queries so that you can finish the exercise.